where this training exercise is being conducted, 400 kilometers from the Russian border. These are Swedish infantry fighting vehicles. They've all come here to test their responses and ability to act inside an extreme environment.
Here in Norway, with snow up to 2 meters, everything takes longer time, and it's a struggle to stay warm. If you can fight in the winter here, you can almost fight everywhere.
More than 15,000 troops from 16 nations are taking part in this training exercise. It's getting so cold that these soldiers are putting snowshoes on the tracks of the tank.
What you're looking here is the VB. We refer to it as a VB, but really it's a tracked, soft tracked vehicle.
Because it's on these rollers.
Right. So this is but it's a rubber. It's no steel, and it displaces the weight, so it doesn't sink.
Cold weather operations, unlike normal things that we do in less harsh climates, require a lot more supervision from small unit leaders. The cold it causes significant concern for us on a regular basis. Primarily, you move around and get hot and sweaty, and then the temperature drops significantly, and it causes cold weather injuries to their feet, fingers, hands, and faces, and whatever else. You don't know if their feet are numb or not, or if they're getting some kind of frostbite or some other kind of cold weather injury. So it takes a lot more supervision on everybody's part to look after one another. Check your face, because you don't even know if you're getting frostbite most of the time. The difference is, geographically, obviously, it's a lot different. Afghanistan's a dry, desert-like climate for the most part. And then you get in the north and the east and where the mountains and whatever are. This gives us an opportunity to do stuff we haven't done in quite some time. We don't come up here as often as we like to. So these are things we want to stay on top of.
What are your tips as the experts for keeping warm?
Well, loose-fitting clothing and layers, and drink lots of water and keep moving. But don't come here if you don't want to be cold. That's what I'd say. Stay home where it's warm.
One of the things that makes this training here in the Arctic Circle so attractive to these NATO nations is that they are allowed to conduct their military exercises inside a suburban environment. This is something that couldn't happen anywhere else. Normally they would be confined to a restricted area. And here we have the British Royal Marines setting up inside Norwegian suburbia.
It's remarkable, and the Norwegian civilians are very understanding, because we clutter up a bit, we block their roads a bit. We try not to make a mess, but I'm sure we do make a bit of a mess. I am Lieutenant Colonel Rich Cantrell, and I'm the commanding officer of 4-2 Commando Royal Marines. Afghanistan has prevented us from pursuing one of our key roles.
Right.
We ensure that the lead commando always has one company which is ready for mountain and cold weather warfare operations. Because we're here, we also come participate in Cold Response, which is this great NATO gathering. So you can see why we like to come.